Alright guys, now guys, in general, and anybody can say what they want to say or do what they want to do. I don't think it's a bad thing to say and do what you want to do on social media. And a lot of social media gets popular because people say and do things that maybe isn't what people normally would do, right? But I saw this one person on social media saying to this girl that she wasn't a 10 out of 10, and obviously she's not a 10 out of 10, and she should not feel like a 10 out of 10, and she should realize she's not perfect, whatever. And I mean, to some extent, yes. I mean, I think we all can grow from tough love, and we can all, maybe somebody doesn't think you're beautiful, whatever, that's fine. But how we rate ourselves and what we think of ourselves should really depend on how we think of ourselves. And remember, guys, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Now, I don't just say that. I've seen so many couples where one person is not conventionally attractive and the other one is very attractive. It just really doesn't matter. What at the end of the day, if you can find a partner that is a model type, whether you're a model type or not, then you found that partner and they're your partner, right? So you have to really remember that it's not like it's rocket science. We've seen this happen many times, even in Hollywood. Like, some people have partners that are not the most gorgeous partners in the world, but they love them and they're a model type and they love the person and that person is not necessarily a model type, and that happens, right? It's not like it's new news. Everyone's seen couples like that before. If you have a bunch of friends that are in couple relationships, you're going to see that happen. A lot of people don't date to their standards sometimes because they just maybe, and some people just want to date someone that is there sometimes, or maybe they're pan. Some people are not even into model types; they're pansexual, and they just want someone that they just want someone androgynous or whatever, right? Like, and to me, androgynous is not my type, but people go for that type all the time, right? So some people go for types that are not maybe your type, but and we do know, yes, there are some people that are gorgeous, gorgeous models, and they look like models, and that's what their type is. That's what they look like. But even those people don't always want model types. Yes, you get to the point where there are some people that like models and want to date models, and they only want to date models. But that's a personal preference that might not be the same for everyone. And yes, of course, model types do get the most attention. Yes, they get the most attention. More people want to date models than anybody else. That's obvious because we've known this too. But I mean, really, telling someone they're not a 10 out of 10 when they specifically rate themselves that, and they're basically like, that's so upsetting. I know for some people they're just like, well, they're not a 10. Like they might say this, they're not a 10. So why would you want to give them the illusion that they're a 10 if they're not a 10? But personally, like I said, there are people that are models that like people that are all kinds of people, right? I mean, you can't dictate what a model likes. Models like all kinds of people, right? What if a model likes someone that's really androgynous, right? Then they're going to like an androgynous person. That person might not be a 10 out of 10 to someone else, but they like that person. Or there's a lot of people that like trans people that are masculine. I like the feminine transgender person, personally for me, because I look kind of like that, and that's what I go for in terms of friendship or whatever. And my type of person is basically guy or girl that I date, really, really bodybuilder or cheerleader type, and that's my type. But doesn't mean that I'm going to be rude to someone that isn't that type, right? So in general, I don't think you have to say it out loud that you don't like a certain type and say that they're not in the beauty standard, right? Because, like I said, like some people that are beautiful, like everybody has a certain type. Not everybody thinks the same way about type, right? Type is different for everyone. Yes, the world is run by beauty. Yes, everybody sees beautiful people, and if you look at beautiful people, when they perform with people, not all the people that they perform with are like the center of beauty or extremely beautiful people, right? So in general, you're not going to find. You know what I mean? I just really feel like that poor girl was told she's not a 10 out of 10. Like, beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. She could date a guy better looking than the guy that said that to her. And you know what I mean? Like, I just don't think telling someone they're not a 10 out of 10 I mean, who's to say you're a 10 or 10, that person, right, that said that? So anyway, and of course, date who you want, date who you like. If you want to date a supermodel, or you want to date someone that's really, really gorgeous, yes, go for that. That's your type, right? But you can't dictate what other people's types are and how other people rate themselves, right? Anyway, I just really feel like some people just have to really zip their lip when it comes time for stuff like that. Because, I mean, that poor person is probably devastated. I mean, I could only imagine. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Bye now. Yes, everyone told it. Bye now.